Thank you very much, Mr. Srabel. When you asked me to speak, and I was asked to speak, as you said, both as an alumnus of Hasmo and in my role as a Rav within the community, as someone really sees the impact Hasmo has on the young men and ladies within the Kehillah. And I must say, when you asked me to do this, to speak, I said yes, straight away, without a moment's hesitation. And I agreed because I feel an enormous sense of Hakaras HaTov to Hasmo, as I'm sure we all do here in this meeting. In preparing for this slot, and I was asked to speak a little bit about what Hasmo means to me and in my life and in the communal roles I have. In preparing for this slot, I decided to look at my class list. It's actually quite a nice experience. It was a trip down memory lane, looking at members of my year group, many of whom I'm still in contact with, and inevitably others who I'm not in regular contact with. And I was thinking about the contribution Hasmo makes to the whole Kehillah, to the wider community, and really to the whole of Klal Yisrael. And I looked at my year group, just one year group, to see what we were all up to. And I was absolutely staggered, far beyond what I'd expected. I went down the list and I saw Dayanim, I saw communal Rabbonim, I saw Magidei Shir, Roshei Kolelim leading some of the top Torah institutions in the Jewish world. I saw head teachers and Menalim, not one, but many, founders of new schools, giving back what they received in Hasmo onto the next generation. I also saw incredibly accomplished lay people, school governors, trustees of our leading charities, people at the helm of shuls, the United Synagogue, Kiruv organizations. I saw academics, professors of medicine, leading researchers, people active in business and finance or the professions. I saw friends living here in the UK and friends living abroad, of course, primarily in Eretz Yisrael, making real contributions to life there, whether in the Torah and the yeshiva world or to the country as a whole. And all this just in one year group of Hasmo. But I saw something much more significant than that. And we all know that rarely is it what we do in life which is most important. It's not really professional success or otherwise that counts, but what we are that matters so much more. I looked at my generation of friends who are confident, well-rounded individuals who know what they are, know what they stand for, equipped by Hasmo to go anywhere, do anything, and prepared for this, firmly grounded in their values and firmly rooted in a sense of their being part of Klal Yisrael. And I want to highlight here what makes Hasmo so unique. What I see almost every single day as I interact with Kehillah members really across the whole of Northwest London, the breadth and the depth of the school. It caters for a very wide range of students, a diverse set of backgrounds, different primary schools, different shul, different ashkafas, and it manages to cater for them all. What could be a weakness in Hasmo is a strength. It produces young men and ladies able to go on to do their best, go on to the best yeshivas and sems, and also the best universities as they so choose. Hasmo continues to be the trendsetter for the rest of the community. It continues to set the standard, whether in Chol or Kodesh, of what we all have to aspire to. And it continues to change and adapt and innovate through all of this. Much of what goes on now in Hasmo simply wasn't on offer when I was in the school, whether we're talking about the base and the boys' school, the sixth form Kodesh initiatives for the girls, or the great teaching in Dikduk, Nach, Halacha, and even Lahavdil in PE. And it does it by the sheer quality of its educators, world-leading Talmidei Chachamim, Rabbonim and Rebbetzins of communities, Mechamchim of genius, fantastic, talented teachers. I speak to many kids, including many kids in year 7 and 8, and they may not tell this to you as parents, but I'm amazed by how they speak about their teachers, how often they're passionate about Gemara, Chumash, Nach, Halacha, science, art, English, and geography. And I speak to the older students, those who perhaps nearing the end of their time in school or left the school. And I think it's obvious to all of us that chinuch isn't easy. Teenage years are tough. There are challenges, kids wobble, they have their ups and downs, they question, they ask, they have uncertainty. And I always ask these older kids, what is it that you hold on to? What was most positive about your teenage years? And the answer is invariably the same. It's about a relationship, a connection to a member of staff who they see as a role model, who they know cares about them, who's interested in them, who values them, who respects them, who they feel they can speak to, and who makes the time to speak to them about that. I've spoken a lot about the Kodesh teachers, but also to mention the Chol staff. So often students tell me how instrumental the Chol staff were to their growth. I want to here highlight the value of Chol staff. I want to talk about a maths teacher who runs a Kabbalah Shabbos with a kumsitz that inspires 60 or 80 students to come on Friday night to daven with their maths teacher. Or a chemistry teacher who's a role model of combining Torah, science, and care in a personal life, and who the students can talk hashkafa to, and so many others too. I'm going to stop here. I'm running out of the 4 minutes that have been allocated. In fact, no doubt I've already gone past my time. So I just want to conclude by saying that we need Hasmonin. It's central to our community and to our existence as a kehillah, which would be unimaginable without it. And we need Hasmonin as parents who care about our kids, who want them to be proud, learned, inspired Jews, and healthy, balanced, confident citizens of the world. Above all, we owe Hasmonin, all of us, an enormous debt of gratitude of Hakaras HaTov. And so if Hasmo turns to us for help, as it is going to do this evening, we need to help it. I want to conclude with Divrei Bracha to Hasmonin and to all of us as parents at this time. V'hi noyam Hashem Elokeinu oleinu masi odenu kanano oleinu masi odenu kananeu. Much like the appeal, the bracha given after the appeal for the Mishkan, may the presence of Hashem continue to rest on Hasmonin and in our homes. Amen.